Last time on the Titans of Altera.
Well there, Captain Relnor. Here's your, trial, I suppose.
Perfect. I walk into the mist.
Okay, you enter the mist. What makes you think you're worthy?
Because if not me, then who?
Well.
Donnie.
I had a full crew before you even got lieutenant. But it didn't matter, because you were a windhelm.
I've earned my crew.
What makes you think you're even capable of doing anything that's being set before you now?
If I can't, I can't. But at least I tried.
I tried. You're gonna feel, boy.
And if I can't succeed, I hope my crew will be there for me.
Why do you think that you're the one who should be leading?
Because I'm the one that's here.
Not the only one.
Why you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Titans of Altera, a 5th edition actual play podcast for gamers of all ages. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Joshua. Going around the table, we have
Joan, Dalfin,
Winnie!
Relnor.
All right, everybody, we're going to jump right back into Relnor's trial, his spirit quest for the wolf golem. And right when we left off, out from the mist stepped Joan Stormcrown, his teammate.
why are you the captain? I got my golem first. I was obviously chosen. You don't even have your golem yet.
If that was the checklist for being a captain, then yes, you'd be a captain.
How can you lead someone who doesn't need you?
You know, I don't think the real Joan would say any of that.
So what will you tell us when you don't know what to do?
I won't tell you anything. I'll ask what you think. Because I trust my crew.
Look at his eyes, they're getting watery.
So why have we chosen to follow you then?
Hopefully because you think I can be a good leader.
So then at that point, you see Joan kind of start to fade away into the mist. She kind of disappears, nodding her head. And what do you do now?
Walk forward.
Okay, as you start to walk forward, the path starts to incline, and I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, you're gonna fall.
Ooh.
What does inspiration let me do again?
You don't have inspiration.
Yeah, I do.
You gave everyone inspiration.
I gave it to him, and then he used it in order
right.
to achieve that one attack.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, he used it right away.
right away.
I got it before the three of you.
Yes,
You all
yes.
three got one. Okay.
I want to know what you rolled.
I can tell you. I can see it from here.
Might be an 8.
I'm on again.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to walk forward, and then the ground from underneath you just starts to incline, and you weren't prepared, and you just start falling and tumbling over yourself, getting hit with rocks and snow, getting in your face, and you can just feel all kinds of... You're getting hit quite a bit, and I'm going to have you take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then you kind of roll eventually to a stop at the bottom. And at this point, all your clothes are tattered. You've got... Your face has both snow and blood on it, and you're just kind of beaten up quite a bit. However, the mist itself starts to clear.
Okay.
And before you see a massive stone wolf, almost kind of like looming over you.
Okay.
And in front of the stone wolf, there's a figure with its back turned to you, hands clasped behind it, and it's wearing a very familiar blue uniform.
Have I done good?
What do you think, son?
I hope so. All I can do is keep moving forward.
Are you prepared to fail?
I just hope that if I do fail, it doesn't hurt anyone else.
And what of my failure? And then he kind of turns and you see your dad's face exactly as you remember it, looking hard at you. Did my failure hurt you?
I know you did everything you could to the best of your ability. And I am who I am because of who you were. And hopefully that's good enough.
He steps up to you. Almost kind of feels almost like he's looming over you a little bit, like the wolf statue behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder. And he says, "Son, you've always been good enough. Wearing my uniform won't make you me. And holding the rank of High Captain won't make you Harris. And having a golem won't make you Joan. And having a crew won't make you Dunny. Who you are is who you're meant to be. There's no measure greater than that."
I will hug my dad.
Okay. You embrace him and he embraces you back. There's something very real about his presence to you in that moment.
How he's missed.
And then you feel him kind of just start to become light, and he kind of just whooshes kind of through you.
And now you're hugging yourself.
The wolf golem sits before you.
I will walk up to it and touch it.
As you put your hand on it, you see from your hand marks start to take over it and start to glow along your arm. A red light starts to seep out from you.
Okay.
Feeds into your entire body until it gets to your eyes and then erupts in light. And you can feel your whole presence just emanating now through this mountain and this area. And you can then see through the wolf's eyes. And before you can move it or anything else happens, you hear a voice say, "I am Guinevere. For now, my power is yours." And then you feel the kind of chest of the wolf golem start to open, and your body starts to float up into it.
Okay.
And as you start to enter into it, you feel yourself merge with this being.
Nice to meet you, Guinevere.
It is good to finally meet you. I would never settle for a host who was not his own, and I am glad that you are. Let me show you what we can do. And then you feel the wolf form start to change and manipulate, and the head itself starts to kind of actually move down into the chest, and the body lifts itself up, and the two front legs straighten out to become humanoid arms, and the tail shifts from the very back up to the side of the waist, and you're able to grab it and pull it out of a sheath. And so the tail itself becomes a massive jagged sword.
Oh, that's legit.
And this is the warrior form.
You go to second form right away? Oh, that's so cool, and I'm so mangry. Mangry.
I'm just over here in the corner.
That's so awesome.
So it is a massive great sword, and yeah.
It's pretty great.
Well, that's a great sword.
For you, Relnor.
And even though
Happy for you.
even though you're in humanoid form, you still maintain the speed of the wolf form.
Oh,
So you are really fast
that's so cool.
and really strong.
Okay.
This is the what do you call it? A DPS of the golems. So
What a surprise. What a surprise.
all right, what do you do?
So what do I see? Am I up basically?
You can.
I
you
see
are
down to the city.
You are surveying the entire city. Yeah, you can see the mist has completely cleared at this point, and you have total view of everything. And the path you took doesn't make any sense, but but it's magic. So
Is there like a tree right around me that I could just
cut down for the fun of it.
take a swing at it with my sword?
Sure. Yeah. There's a big tree.
Take a swing at it.
Roll me an attack.
So 31? Is that right?
Yeah.
That tree's dead.
So you roll 31, and just real quick, I'm just gonna have you do a couple slices. You just go and cut the tree at like 3 angles, and nothing happens for a moment.
Explodes into a pile of firewood.
And then you cut through it like that, and then it takes a few seconds, and then the 3 pieces just slide off in different directions, and just like a perfectly clean cut.
It makes me think of like samurais with those bamboo shoots.
Yeah, yeah.
When they test out the blade.
Awesome. That's going to be useful. And I'm going to... I'm going to transform back into a wolf, and
Okay.
I'm going to start running down the mountain
Okay, all right.
towards the other golems.
The other golems, okay.
Yeah, towards the front.
So, by the way, this golem is made, like I said earlier, of this kind of white stone, but now it has this kind of rippling red glowing light going through it. Meanwhile, up at the top of the peak, unaware of what just occurred below, Dalfin, what are you and Archimedes doing to try and come to terms with one another?
Right now, we're meditating.
Okay.
I'm meditating.
All right.
And I'm not inside him anymore. I'm sitting on top of his head, on top of the mountain.
Ooh, I like that. He's actually like really respectful of your ability to like kind of stay composed amidst the wind and chill of of the peak.
I kind of mastered my body a long time ago. Well, at least I think I did. But yeah, this cold does not bother me.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of I'm being very introspective. You know, I'm kind of allowing the elements to flow over me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the mountain beneath the bird beneath me. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of just like taking it all in.
Yeah.
Kind of letting my mind go. And thinking about everything he's told me. I realized that I can't not be myself just to be what he needs me to be. So somehow we've got to reconcile that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Archimedes will probably be the first one to speak up.
Okay.
Your teacher.
Theodoric.
Aye. What was it you respected about him?
He lived honestly. He never pretended to be anything he wasn't. But he always excelled at being himself.
I'm limited at what I'm capable of.
I know. And apparently, so am I.
But I want to try.
So do I.
I refuse to give up.
I'm never giving up.
And then you kind of feel the form underneath you start to shift and move.
My eyes are still closed, by the way. I'm just meditating.
And you just kind of hear the rocks moving and some things shifting, and then it rests.
I'm gonna peek one eye open.
And beneath you is a humanoid form with almost the wings have kind of become almost like a cloak
Oh, baby!
behind it, and it's sitting in the exact same pose that you're sitting in.
I jump up,
And it jumps up.
and then I jump up and I go, this is so cool! Then I stop,
Okay, it stops,
and I bow.
and it bows.
I can fall off its head.
And you can start to fall, but you'll basically start floating, and because you're still glowing, and then enter into it. And the cloak can kind of spread out to also become
Wings?
wings again.
I can
Yeah.
still fly?
And you are holding a massive rifle, basically.
I saw something like that, though, in the
You did. You
Yeah.
saw him working on it in
Yeah.
the visions. Yeah. Oh. This is a rifle.
What's it do?
It's like a extremely long distance bow,
Okay.
but requires a lot of focus and aim.
I can do that.
And you have to factor in the wind, the arch of the earth, and
Okay.
gravity.
All right, I'm pretty good with all those things. Archimedes, Thank you for trusting me with this. I promise that I will not let your hope go to waste.
I do trust you.
I guess sling the rifle onto my back. How does he do it? Does it has wings?
The same way that when you attached yourself to the goat golem,
It, like,
kind of
fuses.
locks in. Yeah,
My
yeah.
wings can still come out.
Yeah, your wings
Okay.
can come out and you can lock it in on your
Cool.
back.
Yeah, I start on my back.
Okay.
And I say, "Hey, Arch, would you like to meditate a little more?"
I'm down.
All right. I stay inside in the golem now. I cross my legs. I sit atop the mountain, and I continue to meditate.
Cool. I dig it.
All right.
Okay. Joan and Winnie,
Sup?
you guys enter the House of Elmeister, or the House of Spells. And this house is full of different elves that have very pale colored skin, sharp pointy ears, and they're kind of toying around with magic, and some of them are writing in big tomes, and there's a few that are actually like moving things with magic, and some are applying magic to different stuff. But yeah, this kind of foyer area is kind of somewhat of like a practice grounds where people are working on their skills and honing their craft.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Is it mostly like wizardy things, or are there other is there like bard or cleric kind of magic going on too?
For the most part, it looks like wizardy things.
Wizardy things.
Yeah. An elf kind of approaches you guys.
Okay.
Hello. You two aren't from around here.
How could you tell?
Well, you're not elves, for one.
Oh, good. You're straight shooter. I like
I
the
guess we're not.
Especially not that one. She points at Bertul.
Oh, yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. He looks like an elf to me.
But I believe I've heard word of a group of adventurers heading our way. How can the House of Spells help you today?
Well, I'm Winifred Thumplekin. This is Joan Stormcrown. This is Bertul. Bertul. And Bertul. What is he? Does he nod or does he look angry?
He looks kind of worried for a second when you say of, but then when you say of Bertul, and
Yeah.
he kind of just like goes, okay, oh well. No big deal.
And we're visiting, and Lady Ariel sort of released us to go explore. So, being a wizard and Joan being a cleric, we thought we'd come see what the House of Spells is all about.
Ah,
We have an interest in magic-y things, but also we also really just love knowledge. And she looks at Joan very pointedly.
she
Yes, indeed.
she looks at Joan. She goes, "A cleric? Well, which of the
Grey.
pantheon do you? What's that?
Gray?
The Grey. Very interesting.
What do you, Panthy?
We don't believe that the gods are truly out there looking down at us. It's not. It makes little sense in our minds.
Tell me more.
Anyway, we came to ask.
And Winnie, as you start to kind of like talk and stuff, she looks at you and she gets kind of a quizzical look on her face, and she kind of kneels down to look at you,
Yeah.
and she says, "You bear the look of knowledge."
No, I think that's Joan. Joan's the knowledge one.
Ding.
She smiles.
Very well.
I'm a candy maker's daughter. She shrugs.
Well, there are several rooms in the House of Spells. We have in the very back, there are the tomes where we keep all records of spells and wisdom that we have gained in our many years of study.
Yeah.
There's also further up, you will find different floors of specific craft where we have abjurers and transmutation and some who practice evocation.
Do you have like history or records or?
I've always been really fascinated by ancient magics.
I'm sure you are. Truly, the House of Story were the ones who kept record of history.
Winnie can't help herself. She goes, oh.
But they have long since been banished from Dalthoridin.
Are those the mean people that are at Fairhaven now?
They are indeed those who run that cesspool of a city that they call a kingdom.
It was weird. It was very weird.
Why did you call it a cesspool?
It's a kingdom built of their own pride and arrogance. They believe that they're owed the world, and that they should be the ones who preside over all of Dalthoridin and all of Altera, for that matter. But they have not had a good go of it.
That's funny. They're not the first people we've met who have wanted that sort of thing. Or thought they already had that sort of thing. Anyway.
Tyrants will always hope to conquer.
Yeah. So, how long have you all known your Lady of the Forest?
Ah, yes.
That's who it is? Yes?
Yes.
I'm bad with names. Your lady.
She has presided over us for eons.
Eons.
She was here when we first arrived.
Wow.
Yes. And her visage has been watching over us for many, many years.
Does she speak to anyone?
There are those who believe that they have heard from Our Lady, and they have gotten wisdom or guidance on how best to protect and keep our kingdom safe. But recently, she has started to become more potent. The energy that we sense, the magical aura coming all about her, has become more wild and active.
Interesting.
And that was about the time that a human captain from Lestrade came and spoke to our people.
Is that the red-headed guy?
Yes. You know him.
Don't know his name.
Yeah.
Nobody will tell us.
And he wouldn't tell us.
The
Convenient.
nameless man. Ooh. And she waves her hands in the air. So spooky.
Yes. Well, we actually have done quite a bit of trade with Lestrade. I believe much of your schools of magic have been very strongly influenced by what we have learned and done here.
Yes.
Well, Joan,
Yes.
you wanna... Well, I haven't been up to the top of a tower in a while. You wanna just go, like, way up as high as we can go?
Yeah, why not?
All right. For Tool?
All right.
All right.
So
Sightseeing we go.
you guys start walking your way up the tower, and
The tomes were up there, right?
no, they're at the
shoot.
back.
Oh, what was
So-
up at the top of the tower again?
As you go up the tower, there are different floors for different
that's
types
the schools.
of magic.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can still go up to the top if you want.
I mean, I wanted to look at the pretty crystal city.
That's fine.
In the hot spring.
No, it's totally fine.
All right.
All right.
So you kind of make your way up this crystalline tower, and as you guys are on your way up there, Winnie, I'd like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Everyone's eyes just got really big at me right now. I feel nervous. You shut your mouth, Ricky. Ricky thought it was a one. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. That's an 11.
Okay. So as you guys are walking up these stairs, Winnie, you begin to feel really lightheaded, and you start to fall backwards. And
Maybe I don't like heights after all.
and Bertul catches you because he's just, that's what he's there for.
He's such a good guy.
He's constantly looking out for you. And Winnie, you see a vision.
Ooh.
And Joan, as this is happening, you see Winnie's eyes almost like a darkness starts to kind of leak out from them, and the runes and symbols start to spread across her face from her eyes, but they're all black. It's not, there's no light to them. And they're almost kind of
Yikes.
emitting a darkness.
That's not good.
Didn't you tell me not to mess with necromancy?
Sure did.
Do you do anything?
I try and wake her. Or,
She's not waking.
oh, well. Ertuğrul,
Yes.
what is this?
I don't know.
I don't believe you.
Why would I know? Why would I know anything?
I don't know what she was doing when she was with you.
We were simply with Bordeaux, and we did nothing to her.
Oh, that's a very accusatory stare from Joan.
Truly. You can roll something if you want, an insight.
I mean, Kelsey believes him, but I'm not
But Joan
sure
doesn't.
Joan does. What am I?
Way to role play,
Insight?
Joan.
14.
Okay. You believe he's being as honest as he can with you.
Well, what should we do?
I don't know. There's magics here. Perhaps someone can help.
Help! I love your problem solving.
I said someone can help.
All right. Now, Winnie,
Yep.
you start to awaken, and
I would just like to say that is why I am not captain.
Way to bring it around.
Winnie, you're in a large room, almost like a keep. There's huge pillars of stone and intricate carving in this really dark, large hall. All you see is a single dwarf walking away from you, and there's this kind of shadow darkness around your vision. And a single figure, a humanoid figure. And the humanoid figure itself is standing at the end of this hall, and it's wearing a uniform from Lestrade with the sleeves ripped off.
I can't make noise.
But you can feel like this kind of presence, almost kind of pressing against you and trying to kind of bore into your mind again. And it's very similar.
again.
It's very similar to what happened when you put your hand on the Titan.
Fellhammer.
Yes, the Fellhammer. And I want you to roll me. I'm going to give you a couple options here because
Okay.
I believe that D&D should include choices.
No.
You can choose to try and look closer at the room, what's in it, the two figures that you can see,
Yeah.
or you can choose to try and fight the darkness that's pressing in on you, and try and eject yourself from that scene.
Do I only get to choose one of those things?
Yeah.
Duh.
And so there are consequences for either choice, but there's also things to be gained by either choice.
Winnie's going to fight against the darkness because that's what Penny did, was fight against it.
Cool.
So what do I do, DM?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
That was a terrible, terrible flop of a dice, but it's a 15.
Okay. So you fight against the darkness pulling in, and as you start to fight against it, your vision almost starts to kind of pull itself out from this room and start to like weave itself out of hallways and rooms and corridors.
Oh,
and then you
weird.
flush out into daylight, and you're looking at a massive kingdom built into the side of a mountain. And then whew, you're back in your body, and and there are several wizards around you. Like everyone's going like, I am a doctor. You know, like they're all kind of like, I can help.
But they're all dentists.
And Joan's there, and Joan, you see the darkness. Here's what it does. It doesn't just like feed back into her eyes and then disappear. It starts to like the regular color of her eyes starts to break through the shadow.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like dissipates. It kind of like runs itself through her face until it's gone.
So that kind of washes over.
Yeah.
What happened? What?
Joan,
Are you okay?
Joan, oh my gosh.
And Winnie, you're gonna take 16 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and you're feeling super exhausted.
No.
Yeah.
Belay.
But I'll tell you right now, the more you would have waited in there, the more necrotic damage you would have taken coming back.
I got plenty out of what I saw right there. Oh, Joan, I saw the guy. I saw him. I saw the one with no sleeves.
What does that mean?
Duh.
Who are you talking about?
On the the pirate guy, the
Pirate
the
guy.
ship guy. Do you remember?
Ship
He
guy?
had the pirates and the pew pew and then
Wow, that was a long time ago.
yeah. Well,
oh, the bad pirates.
the bad pirates.
The pirates who weren't good at pirating.
Yeah, the pirates who weren't good at anything piratey.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like it was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't feel so
You
good.
saw him. Where did you see him?
No, I went to like a stone place thing and I saw a dwarf and I saw him and it was really scary, Joan, and my head just hurt so much.
What were they doing?
I don't know. I should have looked closer, but I was so scared.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
You don't look well.
Thanks.
Just being straight with you.
I don't feel well, so it's probably good that the looks
Yeah.
are in keeping with the feeling.
Yeah, let's get you to a medic.
No, I mean, will you come with me? I don't want to go by myself. I don't know these people.
Oh, yeah. No, I would not send you alone. Although Bertul will not let me.
With that, you guys start to hear some chimes going out throughout the kingdom. Just like kind of like, not like bells necessarily, but like
Yeah.
I mean, surrender.
gonging chimes. Yeah,
When he looks up at Bertul, she goes, I didn't do that, did I?
And one of the wizards nearby you says, Our Lady of the Woods. And they all start kind of rushing out, running to kind of leave the building and go outside.
Was she the tree that Relnor
Will
cut
Burl,
down?
He
will
killed
Bertul
down
kind of help me up and
Oh
help me
yeah,
out the door?
he'll totally carry you. Yeah.
There's nobody interested in healing me right now because they're all interested in the
They all
lady.
start rushing, and you're awake, and you
Awesome,
seem
great,
fine.
thanks.
Yeah.
You need a medic. Bye.
hey, me. Oh, fine. No, I'm just kidding.
Shall we
So-
follow?
Wait, I want to see it too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Bertul, pick her up.
All right, so you guys rush out of the House of Spells, and as you get out, you see everyone is looking up at the mountain where the waterfall is coming down, and they're all just like gaping in awe. And you see and right as you guys look up there, you see the wolf golem arrayed in red streaks of light just glowing all throughout it. And then it transforms right in front of your eyes into a warrior, looks around to its left, to its right, pulls out a massive greatsword, and just chops down a tree. Really, really coolly.
That's awesome.
And then it sheathes its sword.
Somewhere a druid goes, hey.
And the whole crowd is just like gasping and like reacting. And there are several scribes writing down exactly what's happening. And
I pull out my disposable camera. And I take a picture.
And then
I
you
put it
see
back
it
in my bag.
transform back into a wolf and start to just run and leap its way through the mountain down to the side of the city, and then it rounds the whole. In just a few moments, it rounds the entirety of this giant hot spring to where it's then outside the front gates of the city.
Woo! Look!
I'm going to assume the best about that. Sometimes seeing a giant stone thing that's glowing red is a bad thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But they all seem really
They're all
excited about
cheering
it.
and like jubilant and like this is the greatest moment of their lives.
She's still in her mind. She's like, "Red God, oh no, Red God."
Yeah, seriously. Like,
That makes 2 out of 3 golems she's assumed were the red god.
One had horns, one's glowing red.
Might be a little paranoid, but that's okay.
it's all right. You're just cautious. Yes.
It's okay to be paranoid if you end up being justified.
So
Is that your life motto?
Yeah, pretty much.
what do you guys do?
Winnie, like, kind of, she's in Bertul's arms, right? Mm-hmm. She, like, raises her arms around and she goes, yay!
Do you think that's Relnor?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay,
It's
well,
gotta be Relnor.
He's pretty fancy for just trying out those new wheels for the first time.
Wait, how come he already has 2 forms? That's not fair.
No, it's not. It seems like someone's stacking the cards in his favor.
Maybe because he had to wait longer for his golem.
Wow, I can't wait to see.
This is some great dialogue.
I can't wait to see what your golem's gonna be like.
Maybe his spirit bond is like really into
Because you're
it.
waiting really super. You're waiting longer than everybody else.
Right? But
You,
it's gonna be awesome.
you must have a really cool golem waiting for
Let's
you.
build it up really, really high, guys.
You already gave her 2 levels. She's already a level higher than all of us.
Cool.
Now I kind of wish that I was waiting for my golem.
Wish my spirit bond was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Not some fragment, the useless fragment.
Yeah,
No, but
like,
seriously though,
I can't fly.
the whole being carried around thing has gotten to my head, and I go, Virtul, to the golems! And I point.
He hoists you up on his shoulder and and then not like over his shoulder.
Oh, not like with my
but
belly on.
Up like sitting
Oh,
on
okay,
his,
I'm good
on
with
his
that.
shoulder. All right, so you guys start moving towards the whole city is kind of like moving towards the front gates. And
We're
you can hear-
celebrating. Like you're finally-
Partying,
yeah.
Relnor, what do you do? You're in front of the city. You can hear chimes going off now, and
Is there a parade?
Not yet. They're not organized.
They should be
I'm
ready
in front of the
moment's
city.
notice.
The golems did not fit through the gate, correct?
they don't fit on the walkway. It's not wide enough for them.
Golems make their own walkway.
Yeah, I mean you could try if you wanted to.
I'm going to sit
Yep.
in front of the bridge.
Sit. Stay.
His tail starts wagging.
And I'm gonna. No, my tail does not start wagging. I'm gonna look menacing.
Menacing.
At us.
I
It is a shame
did
that you
anybody
can't-
cross the bridge yet, or were they all
No.
still inside?
Everyone's still inside. I mean the gates are open.
It is a shame
Yeah,
you
so
can't
I'm gonna
like
sit and
growl or
wait.
bare your teeth. or
Okay,
anything.
Just gonna sit and wait.
That'd be cool.
Cool.
Yeah, you don't have facial expressions.
I mean,
Alright.
it doesn't have to be menacing. I'm just gonna sit.
Yeah. Okay. I mean you sit and you look regal.
Perfect. That works.
And you guys can see kind of at the open gate, and there's Michael Reed standing and watching.
Relnor, is that you?
He's way far away.
Oh.
Like he's across the bridge on the other side of the bridge. You guys are at the gate.
Okay, I'm probably going to go over to where Relnor is.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
we're
gonna
walking
head
towards
to him.
him.
All right.
I point Virtul in that direction.
Okay, you see as you
Take me there!
as you start moving that way, Michael Reed kind of catches up and he says, "Looks like your guy got his golem."
I mean, we're hoping it's him.
It's him.
Well, let's ask. Relnor, is that you?
I wag my tail.
Good boy. Who's your good boy?
It wags faster.
I don't know why, but that was super creepy.
I imagine his spirit bond is like, you're a good boy. Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh. You could talk.
Do you want a treat?
Actually, Joan, I am a little hungry.
Okay, well, maybe you should get out of the golem then and we can go eat.
In a little bit of a morning,
I believe that, knowing what my process was like.
I will exit the golem.
Relnor, how's your wolf man?
I assume I float down.
You do. Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's a lady.
Oh, and I
You
should
don't know that yet, though.
But it's Our Lady of the Forest.
Yeah,
I
so
know
we
that.
kind of do know that.
I was going to pretend like I didn't know it, and then I knew it, so I had to fix it.
And,
I had to say, oops, nope, not our, this lady.
he floats down and he still looks super messed up from it.
It's all bloody and wet
after
from
all of the
snow.
like the magical like lines and glow stuff, he's got just like crusted blood on his nose and like
So we
scratches
all
on his
go,
face.
yeah, oh.
His hair's like all blown one direction.
Remember when I
Did you have to fight someone to get your
remember
golem?
when I said it had been a morning?
Did you have to fight someone to get your
He
golem?
had to fight a mountain.
It was a trial.
I'm pretty sure Dalfin and I didn't have to fight people. You don't look good. You and Winnie don't look good.
Guinevere's picky.
Guinevere. Who's Guinevere?
His lady of the forest.
It's his penny.
You're not there.
Guinevere is my art and
Archie.
arch.
Yeah.
Archie.
I was like, your art, your muse?
Your art and soul.
No, you
Artemis, yes.
You have Artemis, right?
Yes.
You called him art, right? Or am I making
I
that
did.
up?
I think
I
he
called
did.
Art.
Archie calls him Art.
Okay. Guinevere is my Archimedes
So you're going to call her
and my
Gwen.
Archie. I don't know.
Your Archimedes and your Archie.
I don't know that we're on that.
Did you hear what you said?
I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said. I've got nothing right. I've done nothing right.
Who's
All right,
Glenn
it's
of
super
here?
late. It's super late.
You got your golem.
Can
You
Dalfin
did
come
something
down
right.
noticing the commotion?
Absolutely.
I come down in my second form.
Okay,
with
so you
with
fly
my
down.
Wings, yeah.
All right. Dalfin flies down in his humanoid form.
Oh wow, you evolved too.
Yep. And I don't say yep.
I really like you didn't say Relnor.
Yeah, exactly. I land next to like a slow, descent, land, and then I just kneel. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kind of like almost like a prayer kneel, and I float out,
Oh,
leaving
cool.
it in second form.
So you're keeping it in second
yeah.
form. Okay.
And then I land, and I go, guys, check it out. I did it.
How'd you convince him that you were worthy of it?
I have no idea.
That seems like a fluke.
No, but we had like a moment. We were like, hey, I'm not gonna change. You're not gonna change, but we get it. And I think that's gonna help me change.
Everybody's
Dalfin.
got such cool stuff
Captain,
now.
I like your
Yeah, you
wolf.
got Bertul.
Dalfin,
No.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Captain.
But more importantly,
Yeah.
Proud of myself.
do you want to spar later?
Oh, do I?
Please don't do it by the trees.
No, what?
I mean, I'm a little tired right now.
No,
and
you look
bloody.
terrible.
Thanks. But later.
Who beat you up? Did you have to fight someone? I thought you'd have to fight someone.
Might have been myself.
Oh, you're
Might have been
strong.
a mountain.
Whoa.
Also, could have been Guinevere.
Guinevere.
One of the three.
Yours is Guinevere?
Yeah.
Archie?
Oi.
His is Guinevere.
It is indeed.
So Penny couldn't be Guinevere.
I don't know who Penny is.
Neither do I. Okay, sorry. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board on Penny's identity.
I love that you've been through such a journey with this tonight. You had
Yes.
an epiphany in an earlier episode that we recorded tonight that Guinevere was Penny, and now
Nope.
you know that she's not.
Nope. Like I said, back to square one. I now know everything I knew 12 episodes ago.
And right then, as you kind of are all gathered just outside the city, you feel a shockwave. A blast of ice cold energy that just ripples through the air coming from the east. And Winnie, I need you to roll me the wisdom saving throw of your life.
Oh boy. I'm hurting, but not in the wisdom area. No, it wasn't the worst. 16.
Okay, so you feel that kind of dark presence emanating from the east. And
I'm gonna be sick.
and you're able to stay conscious and nothing takes over your mind.
Yeah.
But you feel like something bad just happened, like to the east at that kingdom that you saw in the mountain. So everyone's silent, by the way. All the chimes have gone dark and like
Okay.
the
It's very silent.
no one's
Everybody
no
felt
one's
it.
no one's celebrating anymore. Yeah.
Relnor,
Yeah, Winnie?
that was bad. That was really bad.
It did not feel great.
Archie, what was that?
I think that was something from the past.
Like a Titan? Oh, I'm not here. This isn't my conversation.
What do you mean from the past?
Joan, why are you talking to the people in Delphin's head?
I think it has something to do with why we were made.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think that's our purpose.
Relnor,
Winnie?
oh, sorry, my head.
What's wrong with Winnie?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
I had like a pass out, and then I ended up in this other thing, and there was this big stone room, and there was a dwarf in it, and there was a light coming, and then the dwarf was talking to this guy, and the guy was the pirate with no sleeves, and she taps her finger on Relnor when she says it.
Oh, the one we spanked on our way to the Gnome Island?
Yeah, you guys, he's really bad. I don't know, but it was bad. I almost passed out, and I had to fight my way out of there like Penny did for me the first time.
I'm proud of you for fighting your way out of there.
Yeah.
Joan, you hear Artemis
Josh?
speak to you.
Oh.
He says, Joan,
Yes, Artemis.
that reason, the purpose for why we were made,
Yeah.
it's calling us.
It's time to go.
We have to go east.
All right. Can we just start a group chat of all of our spirits?
I've been trying to link up.
So that
I
we
was
can-
trying to
Guinevere, what do you think?
I tried to link that up like 3 times during the war, and nothing happened.
You guys have each other's numbers, and we have each other's numbers. So let's just
Have
pool them all
my people
together.
contact your people.
Yeah.
So,
Captain,
Joan,
we need to go east.
Guinevere,
yes,
what's east?
I believe the Dwarven Kingdom.
Hey, Relnor.
Winnie?
Dalfin.
Trying to
You're like, I'm
Sorry.
here too.
be serious. It's not working. Hey, the Dwarven City. The one that starts with K's.
Kazkarig.
Kazkarig.
Yep.
Is it a big stone place? Because, dwarves and stone.
Joan would know more than anybody that, yes, it is.
This isn't my text chain.
This is out loud.
This is out loud.
This is out loud
Yeah.
amongst
This
humans.
is the one that you can jump in on.
Yeah.
Of the last 6, this is the one you can jump in on.
But I take your point.
Yes.
Okay, well, that was the room I was in, so.
Oh, your golem.
No.
Oh,
Not a good thing, Dalfin. I wish it was a good thing.
let's go kill it.
Okay, you guys have fun. I'm just gonna sleep a little bit. And she passes out.
All right, Purdue. Purdue.
Per tool?
Per tool.
Per bird tool.
Bert
Bird tool.
Bert Tool. You're coming with us.
Bird tool.
You're on Winnie. When you're on Winnie carrying duty.
He nods his head.
Weren't we supposed to do something in Kazkarig?
What are you talking about?
The redheaded guy told them to tell us to communicate something about Kazkarig.
Oh yeah, what was that?
I don't remember that.
Michael Reed's there. He's with
Michael,
Okay.
you. Looks like you guys are ready to go.
what were we supposed to do at Kazkarig? Or with Kazkarig or to Kazkarig?
I believe that
Preposition
nameless,
negotiable.
red-bearded captain,
Yes. Said what?
of the many things he apparently told my people, was that Wilbert was heading for Kazkarig.
All right, we get to go on our Wilbert hunt after all. That's a hard name
Your
to say.
what?
But Wilbert harder. We get to go on our Wilbert hunt after all.
Perfect.
All right, let's mount up.
Do you guys think we have time for a rest before we go? Winnie's not in great shape. I'm not 100%.
I could just carry the wolf. You could rest on my back.
I'll do prayer of healing while we travel.
Michael, thanks for everything.
It's my pleasure.
Good luck with all your business.
Hopefully, you can help us keep a world where I can still do my business.
I hope so. Everyone needs a world where they can do their business
True words.
in peace.
All right. So, Bertul and Winnie are atop the goat golem that Joan is operating, and they're going to make their way east, and then Dalfin and Relnor are going to hook their golems up.
Question: does my second form still have talons,
Yes.
so I can still grapple things?
Yes.
Okay, cool,
Everyone gets 11 hit points.
wonderful, full health.
It helps a little.
And I'm going to stay in second form while I carry the wolf.
So, you guys are now on your way in the sky and on the
Kazkarig.
ground, heading your way towards Kazkarig, and who knows?
And whatever's
What's
messing
next?
with Winnie's mind.
Yeah. That's it for this week's episode of the Titans of Altera. Next week will be the penultimate, or what do you call it? The
Penultimate.
oh, okay. Next week will be the penultimate episode of
Oh my
season 1
goodness.
of the Titans of Altera.
Last one?
No, the
penultimate
The
means
ultimate
the second
is the last one.
second to last.
It's like Christmas Eve.
yeah. So
Yeah.
only 2 weeks left, everybody, and that also means like 3 weeks till our Kickstarter launches. So keep your eyes open for that.
It'll be a bittersweet thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
it will.
but I hope it will be sweeter than bitter. and we're actually planning to do some fun stuff this summer on our YouTube channel and some
So
other
don't
stuff.
forget about us.
Yeah, we'll keep some things going while we're taking a break and I'm focusing more on writing. So anyway, if you're enjoying this episode, if you're enjoying this series and are really excited for what's coming, please leave us a 5-star review. We'd love to hear what you think and what you're enjoying about the show. And you can find us on social media, on Twitter and Facebook at The Titan Pod. We'd love to connect with you.
We love gifts.
And lastly, I just always
That's
got to
gifts
say
with
it.
an F, not a T.
There's you can
I like
also
it with a T.
help support us and help us to keep doing some of the fun, cool stuff we're doing, as well as get access to tons of bonus content at patreon.com/The Titan Pod. We'd love to talk to you more and to have you join our Discord and get a chat about all that stuff, so you're super welcome. Anyway, all that said, as always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have...
Jump.
Dalfin.
Winnie.
Relnor.
Thanks, everybody.